the social media, um, I guess detectives, maybe you want to call it, social media investigators, who people that have actually went through real life situations, real life crimes, depend on to, I guess, assist them in getting. I don't know what they're supposed to actually be assisting them with. That's what I don't really get because people on social media, they're either enabling you or either they're against you. That's basically what it is, you know. They can enable you by I'm gonna say they can enable you by saying, "Oh, it's okay. You're doing good. You're growing. You're this. You're that," and all this positive. Even though they've seen like not even a month ago, or maybe not even a year ago, not even 6 months ago, of you doing some fuck shit. Um, I'm not even gonna say as an adult, I'm gonna just say to children, because y'all know I always speak out about the kids. It's amazing what a wig, and I'm not only gonna talk on one person tonight. I'm gonna speak on a couple of different people. People that know me, y'all know who I've talked about. People that have followed me, you know who I talk about. You feel me? I'm gonna just keep it real. People tend to forget. Somebody might put on a wig, they put on some lashes, and people didn't forgot that they whole life just got through leaving their baby with some people that follow a sex cult. That's the things I don't understand. People like, oh, well, that's not even a good month ago, y'all. You feel me? Maybe it was a month or so ago, but it's still like, and then they were like, well, this baby is not going through it anymore because this baby is not in the cult anymore. But the baby was in the cult when this even happened. We've seen what the baby went through while in the cult. These are the things that, first of all, things like that aren't being talked about, not too much online. People don't really care to talk about the kids because I guess obviously nobody really care about the kids. I don't know why, but in any high control organizations, any type of control organization having to do with kids or whatever, nobody ever cares about the kids that's in any situations that I've been seeing recently. So nobody's going to talk about that. But what they will do, violence brought upon them. But against them, people that are sitting online talking about violence that they went through. I remember, and it still does happen right now. It still happens. If there is someone that is being abused or anything, and you know about it, you can report that person. Say it's somebody next door to you. You can report that person. You can call the cops out and everything. You can report them, right? You may not even live there. You don't know them. You don't talk to them like that at all. But okay. And this is I'm saying these little scenarios for a reason, okay? But you don't know these people. Call the cops. Yo, somebody's over there getting beat up. This is something I'm hearing time and time again. I've seen the young lady, black eye. I've seen, they tell the young lady. She says, "Oh, I don't want to press charges. I don't want to press charges." It's not a matter of her wanting to be abused. She's basically suffers from MHI. This is a mental health issue that she has. She suffers from a low self-esteem as well. But to make a long story short, she doesn't want to press charges. Even though she doesn't want to press charges, the state will press charges. Okay, I want people to keep that in mind. The people that are online complaining about seeing other people get beat down in this sex cult, seeing other people be violated in this sex cult, seeing any type of crimes, crimes that have been done towards yourself, crimes that have been done towards any other people that you know, and you witness it yourself, you can report. Okay, 911 always works. You feel me? The authorities, when these situations, the people that are going to nip this in the bud are going to be the families, okay? Social media is not really going to be the ones that's going to be able to nip anything in the bud, because if they were able to nip anything in the bud, other than enabling certain situations, then it would be nipped in the bud. We wouldn't be seeing this online anymore. The young ladies that are being brought over to the sex cult, they would not be going over there as much, or it wouldn't be online for us to see it. It is a very good thing that there is awareness brought out, but you see that when you do bring awareness, you still bring in people over there. Okay, there's still people going over there, still young people. So we're seeing the young people still going over there, even more because of the simple fact that it's social media. All right, this is how they're gonna, as far as the black community, and I speak for the black community because I'm a part of the black community. Okay, that's period. I can only speak for mine, but they get to your children first. Okay, this is what the social media. This is how seeds are planted, and you notice that online, our black people, and especially the men. I heard someone say it on the video tonight that the men don't really seem to care. To me, this whole show that they have playing out with our people online is a whole show about demeaning black women and children. We have to do better as a people. We have to look at what's going on. We can't be sitting online with our children. We have to show them the correct directions to go. When things like this happen, you take these things to the authorities. And yes, you may be taking it to the authorities, but you take stuff like this offline. The less you hear about that, the less you feel that, fuel it with fire, and make a fire with it, the less you do, the less people are going to hear about this. You got so many people that are online just like talking, giving us, feeding us energy. There are more people that are going over there. More of our people, our black people. You feel me? And I was online tonight. I was in someone's video and they told me, why don't I do my work? You feel me? I'm gonna bring out things because this is what I see online in our people. I see people talking about their child was a prostitute is there at this sex cult. I know that for sure that there's a picture online with this young lady that is crying out victim all the time. I know that there's a picture that she with the baby suckling on this prostitute. This mother allows that, you feel me? But people are enabling this. So I posted that comment in there. My comment was deleted, and I'm like, this is real life. This happened. Like, what are we covering up about the children? They get to the children first, and then they get to social media, and then the way that we operate something and we're not looking at the big picture. Like, we're not looking at the seed. We're not looking at how generational curses continue and how we are helping to continue that generational curse by not having someone else to raise our children. You feel me? It's social media that's raising your children. You have this entity that's online, this main entity, this leader of this sex cult that is full of our people. Okay, I feel like nobody really get the point that you gotta do, whether this is true or not. And they some people come off and say, oh, it's a reality show, but I don't want to hear that. This is our people that this online that they're mocking. You feel me? They're using people online as puppets. Like, they're allowing this. And a lot of times, and I used to say a long time ago, I can't even play music in my background without them banning me or blocking my video. This dude got a whole this entity or whatever it is has a whole sex cult with our people, and they're spreading disease to beautiful young ladies. No matter how beautiful these young ladies are, these women have been damaged in this way, and these people are going out into our community, our black people. Okay, this is multiple people. All right, while we have people that are online continue to feel this fire right here. People looking at it as entertainment and everything. And I'm sitting back and I'm looking like, wow, are they really looking at these seeds that these people are planting for our black people? This right here is real. and people not really looking at. They're not looking at the children that are being demeaned in the situation, violated. They're not looking at the women that are being violated. They're not even looking at the fact that our black men. Oh my goodness, they're not even standing up for us for real. Like I only see like a couple of black men that really stand up for the black community for real. Like hands down, I really don't see that. Like nobody's really saying anything, and I feel like the children right there, that the seed, this is where the seeds are planted, and these seeds are being planted right now. Nobody's paying it no attention, but people want to like block my comments and everything when I'm talking real life. You feel me? You don't know the damage that can go on with the child after they've been damaged. And as these seeds continue to be planted, our community continue to grow. You feel me? Our people are still growing as a people. We're growing with these diseases that this sex cult with our people are putting out, because these people are leaving this cult. Don't forget all the things that were done while they're in there. You know, that they're talking about. When you look at this and you're looking at it deeply and you're looking at it in a way that you should look at it, this is deliberately putting out diseases that could basically kill you. You have people over there dying. Like, this is like, it's not even just a sex cult anymore. It's also a death cult. You have a lot of people that have died over there. I mean, anything period, anyone dying period, that's a lot to me. And it being our people, killing our people, us doing this to our people. And this is the reason sometimes you guys see me online and sometimes you won't, because I'm sitting up here looking like, wow, look at these people that are enabling this. And there's so many people that do enable it. I didn't really start saying anything until I started kids, because I don't have anything to do with what other grown-ups do. But I do have something to do with speaking out for my people. You feel me? When I see that we're doing wrong, and I'm going to say something about it. When I see even people my age not doing what they should be doing when it comes down to your kids. Why be online? There's a lot going on. Why even want any money from this sick stuff that's going on with our people online? You know, why even want any type of money from that? Because, you know, some people like, why shouldn't we get paid from it? Why would you want any type? All money not good money. And then if you are getting some type of funds from it, my advice would be to take the funds, start funding for lawyers, to get lawyers for these people. I'm talking about everybody involved. To go take this dude, get the proper authorities to go out. People know where he's at. He's always online. Everybody's always dotting where this dude is at. Like I said, the families have to be the ones that do this for real. Social media is not gonna do it for you. Don't think they are. Social media is there because it's social media. Okay, that's what it's for. All right, it's entertainment. It's not. This is not the news. I'm talking about, you should be out taking that money to use it. Like and I always bring it up, when I was out there with my niece and I showed anything online, I was showing me and going back and forth to the courts. I was showing me flying in and out of town to do what I had to do. For my niece, I was in the court system. I was when it came down to my niece, because that's what it is about these kids. You don't sit up there and like feed this situation online. It makes our people look so, like, it makes us look so weak. Like we thought, oh, I need the money. People hopping over the Bigo and all of that. Like I'm just looking at this. They're very conscious and everything. Anybody in their right mind would literally, that have a family member that has to be doing anything with this, there should be charges brought against right away. There should be like arrest warrant, leader of this cult. These things should be done like right away, ASAP. It's like, we can either band together on social media. No. What you do is you take care of with the authorities, and then, you know, then after you take care of it with the authorities and you have things going and everything, then you want to get up there and tell your story, then you do that. Okay, that's just my advice. That's the way I look at it, because what's happening? It's been like 5 years now altogether with this same stuff going on and on. It's insanity. That's exactly what it is. This is insanity for our black people. We're sitting online being made a fool of, and people aren't saying anything about it. They're talking about who people are sleeping with and everything. And who cares about who grown-ups are sleeping with, or who grown-ups are, who they're doing, who's gay, who's doing this? Who cares? Who cares? There's a crazy dude that thinks he's the Messiah. We all know the people. We know he's not, but it's like, why enable this, especially when it's something that's disgusting for our people, having to do with children and black women and black children getting demeaned, and our black brothers not standing up. It's showing a picture of our community. This is our community. Like, when I say these are our people, my people, I'm talking about everybody, even the people that are enabling it, the people that are pretty neutral, the people that some people that just don't care, they watch it and don't care. Some of the people that speak out about it, and I'm talking about the important issues, not the bull that everybody else online is talking about. I'm talking about the important issues. I'm just thinking about how so many of us just sit back and we continue to cycle. All right. Meaning, I'm sure that plenty of people do remember back in the day, if a child was molested, you got people not saying anything in the family. You got people basically excusing the situation. People are very quiet. Some people are very neutral, not really caring about if a child is molested, or maybe even if somebody gets beat up. So right now, what I'm looking at is the same exact generational curse being played out online. Things that can affect our community in the long run, in the years to come, generations to come. These are the seeds that are being planted right now. All these branches, which are other people that enable it, people that are neutral, people that promote it, and then it goes on and on. The rabbit hole goes very deep. So I don't post my videos because I'm trying to be funny. Of course, some things are funny or whatever, because I sit there and I look at someone tell me, and it's not funny, but it's like dark humor, because I'm like, how are you saying that every step that you take is righteous, but you are passing your baby around in a circle, letting the baby be groomed with prostitutes, people that molest children, people doing whatever, people who actually allow this, people that allow this type of violations to go on with their kids, and online preaching and saying that they're being righteous and everything, and people just forget about this. These are the people that forget they're enabling it, saying that she's doing good. Our people honestly need therapy. There's nothing wrong with getting therapy. Therapy is much needed in our community. You can see the mental illness all throughout, just here on social media. Of course, it's in our communities, our literal communities, the ones that we can actually see. But it's most definitely all online in our black community, in my people's community that I speak out about. I'm the one that's on the outside of the box. I really am not. I'm not even in my own lane. I'm on the sidewalk just looking. I'm passing everything. I'm looking at everything pass me by, and I'm like, wow, look at this. Look at how our community continues to do the same thing over and over again, and we don't really have people that's standing up and it's like, hey, somebody, not more than one person. You got more people pushing the drama and enabling the BS, but you don't have more people out saying, hey, let's what's going on? If people are getting money, let's get this money together, and let's get the best lawyers that we can get to help the people that have went through some trauma, because it's obvious that he's dealing with a lot of people that are dealing with mental disabilities, people that don't have they're mentally challenged. Okay, it's very obvious. This is who he targets. He targets the weak, and we should be there to help the weak. The weak are our children. The children can't speak for themselves. The weak are these mentally challenged women, and then they get out and they put on their faces, their lashes. They think they're beautiful online, and you're just looking like a a person that is hurt. You've been violated, you've been hurt, you've been damaged, and you're beautiful on the outside, but we can see people that really understand. We can see right through it. There's a lot of hurt. There's a lot of damage that is done to our young females out here. It really is, and we as a community need to do better. And better starts with, if you're gonna put some things online, let's start with the parent. Well, I would say concentrate more on, like, if you are gonna be an activist for people, for movement and so forth, encourage your children to get help first, because you can't start helping people if you have not healed yourself. Healing does not start with being online and social media, hopping from one platform to the next to try to see how many people you can get to talk about this person even more, because all that's doing is feeding to the fuel, adding fuel to the fire, and it's adding to the whole situation with our black community. It's tearing our black community down. I'm just saying this because I'm being real about it. Like, if I'm seeing that people in our community are basically sitting back enabling things online, may you be one of the people that are positive about it. You don't mean any harm. You just online. You just throwing up videos because, hey, it's what everybody's looking into. Just think about the children that are involved, the women that are involved, the STDs that are involved, the domestic violence that's involved, the deaths that are involved, like the real life things that are involved. Everyone, again, that's getting bread from it, like, band together, get some lawyers, get some authorities in there, get it to people that's gonna listen, like to the news stations, things like that. The family members, like I said, that's who's really gonna be able to push this where in the correct direction. 911, guys, the number has never changed. Social media, they're not detectives. Social media is not. They're gonna enable people to make them feel like it's okay, and they're gonna forget stuff real fast. As soon as they're gonna forget that their children being abused. Okay, there are people dying, and nobody's not going to say anything. Authorities, when you go to the proper authorities, they're not going to forget that, hey, we got kids getting molested. We got kids being neglected. We got women being beaten. We got HIV being, we have STDs being passed around. We have so much going on in real life in this black community, okay? In this black community, they're going to take it as something serious. They're not going to forget about it. Social media is going to enable you and forget about you. It's like, concentrate on the real deal. Our people are being damaged even more by our own people. That's what they're showing. And let me correct something. They're not going to forget about it unless we allow them to forget about it. Investigators, you press on the authorities, you press on the people that are in charge that can make some moves with this for real. You continuously doing this. And I know, like I heard today, that some things move slow and things are going on in the background. But while things are going on in the background, don't enable this monster to continue to damage our people, because that's exactly what's going on. That's exactly what's going on. I was once told by a wise man, nothing at all. But what I do know is that reality is tells me everything. It tells me everything I need to know. I see reality, and I see what's going on with our people, and I see that our people basically are all suffering from MHI. It's point blank. Even people that sitting back thinking it's okay and not saying anything and still tucking things up under the rug. You can see us. I see us. I'm not a reflection of anyone that would allow their child to be violated. I'm not a reflection of anyone that promotes domestic violence. Anyone that does anything foul, especially to children. I'm not anyone that's not a reflection of me. Everyone that's online that has went through this, and if you've been beaten, you've been raped, anything, you can report this, okay? 911, all right? Point blank. families, you know that someone has went through this situation. They've been in this sex cult, this melanated sex cult with our people in there, where there are diseases that are being spreaded, and these people have been targeted because something's obviously wrong with them. They've been targeted, and they're bringing this back into our community. If you know that this has happened, you can report this to the authority. These are crimes, okay? These are crimes. There's no reason that something shouldn't have been done about this by now, you know. So for the people that are enabling this, just sit back and think about it. You know, how have you and what have you done to assist in this situation, as far as like with the serious situations that's going on with this online sex cult with melanated people in it that are damaging our people? What have you done to assist? Think about it. Just think about it. Use your brains. You got people that are out here that look like they are for us, but they're not for us, and they can even be us. All right? So just think about it. Things you don't do when you're on a righteous path. Sit back and watch your child be violated. Sit back and watch another person, a woman, be violated and not say anything either. And other women who sit back and watch women of us, of our community, sit back and not do anything. That's not any type of way of walking in righteousness. So I say this to say, make sure that when you are preaching and teaching, that you're practicing what you're preaching and teaching. Because there's a lot of people that put a lot online and say that they're, you know, one way, but then they show another way, because action's always going to speak louder than words, no matter what. So just keep that in mind. Also, people that enable, again, these people, are you the type of people that do that demean black women, demean black children, violate black children, and sit back with no care in the world, and move on with life? And then, you know, sometimes also people do things for the wrong reasons, you know. I feel like, I have a feeling that if things were going the way that some of the young people wanted it to go inside of this sex cult, then they would still be there. I don't think they would have left, you know, because these people were putting their children in these situations, these very demeaning situations, degrading situations, you know, violating these kids beforehand. You know, you were doing that already. So I feel like sometimes people stop and then try to paint a different picture. I guess it's called like gaslighting, trying to manipulate people to think one way when what we seeing is that, okay, and now people want to call out victim and so forth. They're victims, yes. You have been manipulated, you are a victim, but you would have also victimized people too. You have to think about that. All the people that are speaking out, my goodness, even the little girl Star, you're speaking out, everybody says you're bold and everything. Since you're speaking out, you have a platform, start encouraging these people to go to these, call these authorities, you know, get these people on their job, you know. We're in this system, make them work for us. Okay, use this system. Let's use it to our best abilities. The young lady, Tanisha's family, that's know that she's in the hospital. Get the cops, get the authorities involved. Get the DA involved, the district attorneys. Get people involved with this that can make some moves on this situation, that can spread some light. Okay, social media is not going to do it. Again, social media is not going to do it. I can see if you want to tell your story after the fact, after you took some people down and everything, and they locked up where they need to be. I'm talking about for good, not this play lockup stuff. But, you know, doing what you got to do, the people that are enabling, and you have big platforms, enable for the good, not for the damaging of our black people in our black community. One thing I don't want to do is forget about the young men that are over there in the sex cult that are mentally challenged as well. They're being taken advantage of too.